What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I've got a pretty cool product here. This is made by Muddy River Tactical. It is their pocket holster for the Bodyguard 2.0. This little pistol has been great. It's a lot of fun to shoot. It's a lot of fun to hold. Before we get into it, I want to show you, I do have an empty mag. I do have an empty gun here. There's nothing in the chamber. There's nothing in the magazine well, and I have no ammunition in this room whatsoever. Now that we've got that over with, let's get to the video here. I contacted Muddy River and noticed that they had the Bodyguard pocket holster, and it looked pretty cool on their website. I got this print here, which is like a comic theme. I contacted them. They were nice enough to send this to me for a review. There's no money involved here, so I'm going to give you my full opinion on it. And there's some of the good things I like about it and some of the bad things. I'm trying not to use it on a daily basis, but just for testing purposes. I had this holster for about a month now. I've been using it mainly when I go to the gym. I'm starting my fitness journey, which is going great. And I throw this in my pocket in my shorts. I did buy the Arrowhead tactical shorts. I don't know if you know about those, but those shorts are great. Basically, they're just a pair of shorts with a thick band where you can put an EDC belt in there, and they work good. So I can carry a full-size gun in there if I want to, but I wanted to try this, see what this felt like. This holster has been pretty cool. I love the construction of it. There's a couple things that I don't like, and I want to get into that first. I don't like this hook right here. The hook, if it was just a little bit thinner point where when it's in your pocket and you go to draw, it'll catch onto something and then retain itself in the pocket so you can pull the pistol out. It doesn't do that. It's too smooth. That's one thing, but I guess it's an easy fix if I grind this down a little bit and make it a little sharper here. That I should do that, but I didn't want to change anything. And then the second thing that I absolutely had to change, two things I had to change day one, was this piece right here. I don't know if you can see this lip. See how it's bent out? I did this. I grabbed a little bit of a heat gun. I grabbed the screwdriver. I basically just put the screwdriver right up to here and I rolled it over. What that does is it allows, when this is in my pocket and I reach for it, I can use this as a thumb ledge to push off and pull the holster out. I noticed that the retention on this was way too hard. When you pull it out of your pocket, the holster came out with it. I started to loosen the retention on it, and I noticed that it still was a little too stiff to come out of the pocket nice and soft. So I ended up taking the screws off completely, and it was just too much. There was no retention at all. It was just way too floppy in the pocket. So I decided to make that lip. So I've got really soft retention here, enough to pop this off, right, with my thumb. So you can see that it just kind of pops right off. I did that, and that helped dramatically. My pocket holster stays in, gun comes out. That's what you need at the end of the day. So that's a quick, easy fix, not a big deal. The second most important piece that I noticed on this holster, another one of my fixes, was this piece here. So let's see if you can see this on camera. See this lip, these two lips? This was sticking out too much. So the gun would flop around in the holster, which it did bug me that it flopped around a little bit. I like it to be nice and secure, especially if I'm running with it around in the chamber, which I absolutely always do. I didn't like that it flopped around, but I noticed that when I went for the draw and I pulled the gun out, I'd have a gap right here because of the material of the holster. So that holster was pushing my hand too low on the gun. I wasn't getting a good enough purchase on it. I'm exaggerating there, right? But I wasn't getting enough purchase on it. So what I did was I took a heat gun to this again, and then I slowly molded it in against the body of the trigger guard right at the bottom, and now it's perfect. For the last, 25, 30 days that I've used this, it's been great. I'm not saying I'm going to use this every single day because I want to carry my CR920 XP every day, and that's the gun that I use all the time. But this one is great for a backup, and I'll tell you, it's so comfortable that you start to get used to carrying such a small gun. So yeah, if you guys are interested in, one of these, call them up. They send it to you in this little plastic packaging. They give you a sticker. Looks like they got a lifetime warranty on it. But as far as the build quality of it, yeah, it's great. You just have to be mindful that you might have to do a little tweaking yourself. And I noticed that with a lot of manufacturers, and I'm not saying it's not up to my standard, but it's sometimes small little tweaks you have to do. You got to get a little heat gun, remold it just a little bit to your liking. I made this one just a little too tight reholstering, which I don't care, because once you pull it out your pocket, you want to take this out of your pocket and reholster it manually anyway, but coming up and out, it's nice and smooth. Yeah, these are the Muddy River Tactical holsters. Guys, I appreciate you coming by once again. I try to not make these videos too long. If you want to support the channel, the best possible way to do that is head over to my Patreon page and sign up there. It's a couple dollars a month. If you can help me out, I can continue to do reviews like this. I've got more stuff coming in the future for you, and hopefully I'll get out to the range and I'll be able to do a couple of draws with this and see what you guys think. Appreciate you guys like always.